I was looking up a city to visit on Google Maps, and this city caught my eye. Basel, located right next to the border of France and Germany. What is this mythical trinational city? I had to find out myself. And I'm here! The first thing I realized upon arrival is that this part of the city is in Switzerland, which means that the roaming fees are expensive. So I guess I'm not gonna use my internet during this trip. However, I do need to go to the hotel to drop off my stuff, so I guess we're just gonna wing it. And on the way, I kind of got distracted by a lot of random things in the city. Somehow we did manage to find our hotel. And look at her! She's gorgeous! It looks like a castle, or maybe like a hospital from the 19th century. Inside, it's cute and simple. I'll give it 3 stars, because it is a 3-star hotel. However, the most exciting part about this trip is that the city sponsored this trip. Not only did they pay for the hotel, but they also gave us a Basel-specific goodie bag. Let's see what's inside. Firstly, what is this?
I think it's meant to, so you can put your things inside and it's like a bag.
Oh, yeah. It's meant to put your things inside. That's cool. Oh, a water bottle. I saw this in Amsterdam and I wanted to buy one. This is really cool, and it's really light. Try it.
Okay,
Like
it's like minus 5 kilograms.
We also got Swiss sweets and many brochures. And I love brochures. Plus the Basel card, which not only gives you discounts for museums and theaters, but it also gives you free transportation, which is a game changer when it comes to visiting cities. So what is Basel known for? Apparently, this is the cultural capital of Switzerland. Basel is known for having over 40 museums, the oldest university in the country, beautiful historical architecture, and the Rhine River. Only in Basel you can actually swim in the river. And a fun activity people do here is current riding. Well, I just made up that word, but I mean, you go from one side of the river and then you follow the current and end up on the other side. And that's what the fish is for, because you can put all your stuff there and float away. I feel like I could pretend to be a mermaid in this. It's like as big as my legs. But I was told that the current today is quite strong, so they do not recommend it to do it as a first timer. Therefore, I'm heading to one of the most important things you have to see when you're in a new country. Obviously, it's a Lidl. I mean, you never know what you're gonna discover there. Like lots of Swiss cheeses. And this Swiss brand, I only know it because of the chocolate paste. And here you can find it in many shapes and forms. We also went to other Swiss supermarkets. They have peanut butter, so that's a big plus. They also had this giant Toblerone and these beautifully displayed pre-made pizzas. But I got myself a Swiss drink called Rivella. I mean, it tastes kind of the same. I tried the original one, and this one has 40% less sugar. Tastes good? It tastes similar to Bionade, if you ever had that. It's nice. Another way to refresh yourself during a hot summer day is, apparently, you can just dip your little toes and dip your whole body in this body of water. How cool is that? It's a thing that people do here, and now I'm doing it too. It's really cold, but you get used to it. It's nice and refreshing when it's 28 degrees outside. So, now you know. You can find these fountains all over the city, but unfortunately not all of them are bathing fountains. And you can only know that by going and checking it online. So I'm not too sure if that one was a bathing fountain, but it's too late, and now you know better. And now we're heading to the cause of what made me visit this city. So the main reason why I wanted to visit this city is because of this. It looks very underwhelming, but this one is France. So if you look there, you should see France. And if you look there, I mean, we're still in Switzerland, so you see Switzerland. But if you look there, it's gonna be Germany. So that's pretty cool. It's like the part where countries meet. And we're here. So
It's a throuple.
Yeah, it's a throuple. But to be honest, besides hearing a lot of languages on the street, I don't really feel a strong influence from France or Germany. Not in their food, and also not in their architecture. Unlike, for example, Strasbourg. It's very French, but it also looks very German. Here you can feel that this is a Swiss city. It just has this aura to it. It is well designed, but do they have good design taste? Of course, this might be subjective, but as a designer, I want to give it a try. Therefore, I have a side quest, which is to buy the ugliest postcard I can find. It has to be so ugly that it's actually beautiful. Judging on how easy or not easy it is, it can give you a different perspective on the city. So let's see if we'll find one. But to finish off the day, we're heading to get some dinner. They actually had postcards there, but this one looks a little bit too good to be bad. So we just got ourselves some burgers with the beautiful view of the river on the side. Today is an exciting day. After finishing this breakfast, I got to do something that I haven't done in a long time, which is getting a guided tour. I usually prefer discovering the city on my own terms, on my own time, but this tour was very much worth it. I felt like I got a new perspective of the city. Like that this fountain was made out of old theater parts. We also saw the smallest museum in Basel, and throughout the tour I learned that many small events in history can make a big impact in the future. Like because Basel started weaving silk ribbons, it snowballed into them being Switzerland's main center of the pharmaceutical industry. Who knew? Maybe you did. Plus, we also got to do this fun boat ride. You can do it on your own as well. It's like 2 francs. And it goes back and forth all the time with the help of this little rope. So, it was pretty fun. After all this walking, we were so hungry. And we got recommended to go to Klaar. It's a food hall. And who doesn't love a good food hall? And this one is so vibey. I mean, look at it. It looks so cool. I feel like I'm not cool enough to be here. They had a big selection of different cuisines. We got some Asian dumplings. They're warm. They're good. It's nice. The dough is nice. The meat is nice. Yum, yum, yum. And of course, as a Baltic girly, I had to test my spice levels that are non-existent.
Ooh, so spicy.
And try the dumpling chili oil that was next to it.
How is it this spicy?
And we also got Mexican tacos. I'm just so confused. There's so many flavors. And it's falling apart. And they also had a spicy salsa next to it, so of course I had to try it. Ooh, now it's hitting. Now the spice is hitting. Okay, I see. I still think that one is spicier. Oh, but this one is hitting now, yeah. At the entrance of the food hall, they also had some postcards there. But these are kind of too well designed. Not what I'm looking for, but I'll take this one. I feel like the city has a strong sense of self. It doesn't really feel like a mix of 3 countries. Maybe because Switzerland itself is a bit confusing. Like they have 4 official languages. Who does that? Basel has a lot of cool old architecture, new architecture, and the city is so clean. Like impressively clean and well maintained. And regarding postcards, I couldn't really find anything what I was looking for. I mean, this one is a very close contender, but I'm not too sure. And since we're talking about design, maybe it's time to visit the Basel Art Museum. Now, this art museum is very big. Too big, to be honest. It has so many collections, so many floors, so many buildings, and we didn't have time to see them all, to be honest. The main exhibition I wanted to see here is the Dan Flavin one, which has been advertised in many corners of the city, and I get it. Because it's very nice and cool. I mean, look at these lights. He was a pioneer of minimal art in the 60s, and he made Gen Z LED rooms before Gen Z even existed. And some of them hurt my eyes, but most of them were very nice. One other fun thing to do in museums is to go to the shop. They always have fun, cute things. And they also always have postcards. But these postcards are well designed. I mean, it's based on the art, which is art, so not much to look at here. Oh well, it's time for dinner time. And since I've been obsessing over mocktails recently, what better place to go than to the Alchemist? Boy, oh boy, was it an experience. I'm gonna be honest, the food was okay. The fries were excellent though. But the drinks! Oh my god. There's a big menu of what kind of drinks you can get. You can get DIY drinks, you can get pre-made drinks, you can roll a D20 and get a mystery drink. So first we took this make-it-yourself drink, a non-alcoholic Aperol Spritz, which I don't really like those. I'm not really a big fan of bitter drinks, but it was nice. And this was my drink. It looked so nice. And it was so tasty. It had dry ice in it, so it was smoking. Taste-wise, it was just amazing. It was a little bit lemony and very refreshing. So we had to get more drinks. And we got this one. I mean, look at that presentation. And I got this one, which was like Christmas themed. Wow, dude. Do I mix? How do I drink this?
Well, you don't drink the botanical. I think that's just
Okay. Both of them were so weird, but in a good way. They were so unique, and I don't know, I have no words. This was one of the best things I have ever experienced. All of them come in alcoholic forms and non-alcoholic forms, so everybody can have a little drink. That is insane. With my overpacked backpack on my back, it's time to spend the last few hours we have here. And firstly, we're going to the botanical garden. I feel like this city really cares about their people. Like, this botanical garden is free to visit. Oh, it's the hottest point. Oh my god. Glasses are falling off.
Yeah.
Same goes for the public toilets. You don't have to pay. They might be sketchy and a bit terrifying, but they're free. And I feel like there's some kind of sense of community. Like, every day except for Sunday, there's a food market on the marketplace. And every Saturday or Sunday, there's this big thrift market where people can buy interesting things. As I said before, I don't see how Germany or France really affect this city, interestingly enough. A lot of people here speak Swiss, German, French, and English. Like, oftentimes you'll hear people saying thank you in German and in French at the same time. And there's more than 50,000 people from Germany and 50,000 people from France commuting every day to work in Basel. So I feel like this would impact the city, but maybe it's more subtle. But I feel like Switzerland overall is a bit confusing in that cultural sense. But I had a great time in Basel, and before we leave, there's one more thing that I need to show you. I found it. I found the postcard. And let me tell you, it was not easy, because I only saw postcards that are either very well designed or not ugly enough to be considered beautiful. Like, I found these, and I really like them. For me, this means that this city does value design, and their artists. But in a supermarket kiosk, I found this masterpiece. Do you see how it's somewhat difficult to look at? It has way too much stuff going on. Not only does it have 18 small images of the city with a little drop shadow, but it also has a big image of the old Münster in the back. Why? What is going on here? I don't know, but you're coming home with me, I guess.